Hello, hello. Howdy, everyone. Welcome to the party. Let's just get this arranged properly here. Let's see who shows up today. Who wants to win some prizes? Say hello if you're here in the chat real quick. Just curious. I'm going to see how this comes through on my iPad. I'm just curious here. This is there we go. Okay. Nice. Let's see. How does this look? Looks good. Okay. Yeah. Excellent. Very good. Well, looks like we only got one person so far. Who else is here? Howdy, howdy. You are Infinite 101. Welcome. Welcome to the party. Let me turn off this timer here. Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, that's a new name there. Who else we got? In case you didn't read the description, just so y'all know, we will be giving away some products today. We do every day. And so make sure you stick around. Yeah. And if not that many other people join, then, lucky for you. Shilajit is your favorite. Fantastic. That's good to hear. I wonder, do you take other CHOQ products? Do you just take Shilajit? What all are you taking currently? And what has Shilajit done for you, I wonder? Would be curious to know about that. And since you mentioned Shilajit, let me just show you a cool Shilajit blog. We got a couple of them here. I'll link in the chat section if you happen to want to read something I wrote about Shilajit. Let's see here. I'll just post in here. There we go. And bam, there we go. Yeah, this is a fun one I read a while back. Very interested in taking ashwagandha and rhodiola. Fantastic. So so our ashwagandha, this is our newest product still, the ashwagandha. This guy right here. And if you'd like to know more about it, I'm happy to kind of go into some of the science behind it. Out of all the different adaptogens out there, ashwagandha is one of the best, arguably the best, when it comes to regulating your stress response. So right here, promotes healthy stress response. See that? Yeah. And actually it's 14 clinical studies now. I'm sorry, 15. So since we made the labels, they've already done 3 more. But yeah, so cortisol, the stress hormone, does quite a bit that is not so great for your state of consciousness as well as overall health. And when you have healthy cortisol levels, it supports health across the board, including your immune system, your blood sugar regulation, inflammation response, all that stuff. So, but yeah, ashwagandha, much more than just, for stress, also very, very helpful for mood and focus, has a gentle calming effect on the nervous system, but also does support healthy, healthy energy levels and sleep. Actually, it's not a tranquilizer. It's not something that knocks you out. It's an adaptogen, so it does have bidirectional properties. Adaptogens tend to, bring you into the middle there. So, yeah. But rhodiola, that one. So that's going to be in our Action 2.0. This guy right here, Action 2.0. See if you can actually see the ingredients here, since I have a good camera now. Yeah. So this one right here is called Rhodio Life. That's the rhodiola that we have in there. Notice it's wild harvested, and it is a standardized extract, standardized to 3% rosavins. Those are some of the active compounds that are in rhodiola. So it's wild harvested in Siberia, and one of the better rhodiolas you can find out there. Rhodiola is going to be where it really shines is going to be mood and energy. It's going to be stronger for energy than rhodiola or than ashwagandha, and it's going to be a little bit more stimulating than ashwagandha. It has effects on neurotransmitters like dopamine, for sure, as well as serotonin. Really popular with athletes. I have actually, I'll show you. I'll also link to a video you can watch that we did on rhodiola, where I go into a little bit on the science. CHOQ rhodiola. So you just go to YouTube, type in CHOQ rhodiola. But here, I'll just link this really fast for you, and you can watch this later if you want to. But yeah, so the Russian military, Russian government, actually a long time ago experimented with several different adaptogens, and you know, they wanted to use it for their military. And rhodiola, out of the different adaptogens they studied, was the one that they thought had the best potential to use in terms of combating fatigue, supporting healthy endurance, all that sort of thing. And you know, as I commented in this video, it's funny because a lot of people, when they think of herbs, they think of, you know, hippie type folks, right? A bunch of people eating granola, playing hacky sack. And, you know, nothing is further from that than somebody in the Russian military. Those people are hardcore, you know. So herbs, you know, they wouldn't use it if it didn't work, right? If rhodiola didn't work, the Russians wouldn't use it. You know, it's not like it's not placebo effect. They did legitimate research on it. And unfortunately, the vast majority of the research is still secret. So yeah. But yeah, Danny B, welcome back. Spectrum Marketing Ventures. All right, cool. Glad you like us, Spectrum. Yeah, who else is here? Say hello. And yeah, so this is Ask the CHOQTOR. My name is Dr. Matt Dorsey. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine, licensed acupuncturist, which makes me basically an herbologist. I also have been in the natural products industry for 12, 13 years, and have done extensive research also into clinical nutrition. You know, I maintain a private consultation practice doing nutrition and herbology and lifestyle recommendations for people. And but yeah, that's what brought me to CHOQ, is just my extreme industry experience and the fact that I'm very, very geeky about herbs. And I love working with CHOQ because when I'm formulating, I get to, CHOQ is not a company, you know, so like when I'm talking to other people at CHOQ, the CHOQ team, and I'm talking about wanting to formulate something, they let me spend money on our formulas. They let me actually spend decent money. We're not using cheap ingredients. We're really not. You know, I got a great story about that, about our ashwagandha, actually. So this manufacturer who makes this amazing ashwagandha with all the clinical research behind it, they make a conventional and an organic version. Obviously, you know which version we're using, right? I asked them how many companies want to pay the extra for the organic, and they're like, not hardly any. The vast majority of companies out there, even though they have an organic option of the same research-based, you know, excellent, high-quality ashwagandha extract, they're not using it. They're doing the conventional one just to save money. And yeah, so that's why I love CHOQ, because we don't cut corners. Oh yeah, talk about Seven Wonders. Definitely, absolutely would love to. Hey, Laura, welcome back. Yeah, I'll definitely holler about Seven Wonders here in a second. But another thing that makes me really proud to work for CHOQ is that we use full disclosure labeling, which means that we don't use proprietary blends. I've got a really cool video on that as well, actually. A fun short little one here. CHOQ proprietary blends. Actually, it's not that short. It's medium. Yeah, I'll post that here for y'all to watch later. But yeah, proprietary blends, man, I'll tell you what. I'll go into more detail, you know, in that video. You can watch that. There's also of course, there's a blog as well. The blog's actually super informative, so you might want to check that out too. But long story short, proprietary blend is a way of hiding the doses of individual ingredients, just giving the total only and not giving the entire thing. And that is highly, highly problematic. Actually, I do want to actually just show you guys, I said actually twice just now. I want to show you guys real quick though, just so I can kind of educate y'all a little bit. And I'm just curious, tell me, do you guys know what proprietary blends are? Does that make sense to you? Is that something you're familiar with? Or if I say that, are you like, I have no idea? Just let me know. But yeah, so here's the blog. Highly recommended. One of our best ones. I wrote it. And here, let me just, and I will get to your questions in just a second. But yeah, 3 easy ways to tell if a supplement is junk. This is the one to read. And so it goes through proprietary blends. And this is what I made up a fake proprietary blend here called the Madman Mega Pump Proprietary Blend by a company called Red Flag City Nutraceuticals. And as you can see, you know, all you really get is the total, right? You get this 1,500 right here. You get the total. Everything else, you have no idea. And everything's in descending order, meaning that these last 3 ingredients like Tonkat, resveratrol, CoQ10, those are probably in very, very, very small amounts. And so CHOQ never does that. We always give you the exact doses of every single active ingredient. Look at that. So right here, see, beet, 1,000 milligrams, organic amla extract, 500, wild harvested rhodiola, 250, all this stuff, right? So yeah, that's something that very, very few supplement companies do. And it's another way that we're able to like put our money where our mouth is instead of just talking about transparency like most companies, actually making good on it. So yeah, somebody had a question about 7 Wonders. So 7 Wonders, yeah, it's a health promoting mushroom blend. You know, just got a 1-to-1 ratio of 7 different mushrooms in there, extracts and or not extracts, sorry, they're but they are mycelial primarily and some fruiting body. But yeah, some of the mushrooms in there, some of my favorites out of the ones that are in there are going to be chaga, reishi, and cordyceps. Those are all fantastic. Many, many different mushrooms. The one thing that most of them have in common is that they're all really excellent for immune support. Mushrooms also tend to be really good for healthy inflammation response, and many of them are considered adaptogens. You know, so like reishi, for example, would be in the adaptogen category. Chaga by some measures, but certainly reishi. Reishi is used in Chinese medicine, which is what I practice. You know, the traditional Chinese healing system. Reishi, we use it not just to support the immune system, but also to support what's called the Shen, S-H-E-N, and Shen is something that means spirit. So to support sort of a healthy mood and clarity of your consciousness. But yeah, 7 Wonders, great. Main thing is going to be immune support, but also just general vitality, energy, things like that. Yeah, thank you for using all organic. So I have to tell you, so we don't, just FYI, you know, our products are not 100% organic. And the way it actually works in the industry is, you know, not every single herb you can find organic. There are certain Chinese herbs that you just can't find organic, certain Ayurvedic herbs you can't find organic. And then there are some times when something will be better than organic. It'll actually be wild crafted. And sometimes if it's wild crafted, it's hard to actually get it certified organic. But we do use organic when we can, for sure. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify, it's not 100% organic. We use, you know, with respect to a lot of our ingredients, certainly they are. But whenever possible, we do. There's sometimes also, just to let you all know how, you know, just being totally honest here about how the industry works. You know, there'll be certain ingredients that'll be made to really high standards, and they will have clinical research behind them. But they won't be certified organic, right? You'll get you can still look at, you know, low levels of any kind of pesticide residues or whatever, but they won't have the organic certification, and they'll still be better ingredients than an organic alternative, because the alternative might not have the clinical research behind it, might not have the consistency from batch to batch, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's more complicated than it seems, unfortunately. Yeah. How many main meals is it best to take a day? Well, I hesitate to say an exact number, because here's the thing. Everyone is so different, right? I never want to give anybody a one-size-fits-all approach. Intermittent fasting, as I was saying on a recent live, it can be excellent for some people and can be a total nightmare for other people. If you have a lot of stress, if you have, trauma, anxiety, then, by some accounts, not a great idea to do something like intermittent fasting, because that can actually mess with your adrenals. Going for long periods of time without eating tends to actually increase your stress hormones. And if you have a strong constitution, it can handle it. That's good. But some people it's really bad for. A lot of people, I think, do really well with more of a snacking or grazing type technique, but it just depends. So really, there's no answer to that, unfortunately. Anywhere from 2 to 7, I guess, would be the range. And by 7, I don't mean meals. I mean like just anytime you eat, But as far as main meals go, sometimes I'll only have, personally me, maybe 2 main meals in a day, and the rest will just be snacks, But everyone is so different. That's the most important thing, is that you have to experiment and see what works for you. And if there are a lot of these like pundits, especially kind of in the paleo realm, but also in the vegan realm too. And they tend to say one size fits all. Everybody should do keto, right? Or everybody should do paleo, or everybody should do this or that. And just be really wary of these one size fits all cookie cutter approaches, because that's just not how humans work. We are very, very different. In just a little bit here, make sure to stay tuned. Just a little bit, we'll be starting to give away some prizes. And Mr. R, if you win again, we might have to disqualify you for a week. He won 3 times already. It's pretty amazing. I'm kind of semi-kidding. We'll see. Not going to cut you off yet. So let's see. What's the deal with soy? GMO soy is terrible for men, vegan bodybuilders. Soy, organic tofu is okay. Well, certainly, yeah. So you do want to avoid GMOs 100%. There's really, really limited safety data on GMOs. We have no freaking idea what we're doing to ourselves by eating that. So yes, you do want to avoid GMOs. And if soy is not, if it's not certified organic, then, it has GMOs in it, unless it has the organic or it has the certified non-GMO project label on there. Then the soy is guaranteed pretty much to be GMO. And I'm sure a lot of y'all probably already know, but one of the reasons of many reasons you want to avoid GMOs is because genetically modifying these plants allows them to withstand a massive amount of pesticides. So it's virtually guaranteeing that what you're getting is laden with higher pesticides than even regular conventional. But yeah, so I personally, I'll do a little bit of organic soy here and there. I personally wouldn't make it a staple. There's sort of mixed research on the phytoestrogenic qualities of soy, whether they're problematic or not. By some accounts, they can have some protective benefits. By other accounts, they can also be disruptive. And Lord knows our endocrine systems are already under attack, Actually, speaking of which, let me just continue plugging our blog here. Here's another really favorite one that, you guys probably, even if you've been on a recent one, you've heard me talk about this, but it's called Worse Living Through Chemistry. And I went into extreme detail on this one. This is a cool one. Extreme detail on, so I talk about organochloride pesticides, including DDT. Talked about Tyrone Hayes and atrazine. He's the professor who exposed atrazine for having massive effects on the endocrine system, screwing up the fertility of and the sexes of frogs, actually, demasculinizing frogs and making them infertile. I talk about glyphosate in there. That last one I posted, the hormones under attack, that one is epic. Probably one of the most epic blogs I've written for CHOQ. Actually, you know what? I want to show you guys something really hilarious from that really fast. I have to do this because it's just, it's super entertaining. And then, let's, Green Med Info. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're great. They're great. Are they completely banned from the internet yet, or? Yeah, things are getting real crazy, right? But yeah, let's just, let me show you guys this really fast. This is a hilarious video. I'm just going to hold my iPad up so you can see it. Hilarious video. And I don't know how many of you guys have seen this. If you haven't, you really need to. It's pretty short, but this is a Monsanto scientist claiming in an interview. He claims in the interview that you can drink a whole quart of glyphosate, which is the active ingredient in Roundup, and it won't hurt you. And then he was offered to drink some. Let's just see here. All right, here we go. Just check this out. This is funny.
Found in the popular wheat killer Roundup. Now, in an interview for an upcoming French documentary, a Canadian scientist has been caught in an Aaron Brockovich-like moment when he's asked to defend that chemical against links to cancer rates in Argentina. Take a look.
I do not believe that glyphosate in Argentina is causing increases in cancer. You can drink a whole quart of it and it won't hurt you.
You want to drink some? We have some here.
I'd be happy to, actually. But not really.
Watch this. Watch this.
Really?
I know it wouldn't hurt me.
If you say so, I have some glyphosate.
No, I'm not stupid.
Okay, so you.
No, but I know
so
that
it's dangerous,
right? No, people try to commit suicide with it and fail fairly regularly.
Tell the truth.
It's not dangerous to humans. No, it's not.
So are you ready to drink one glass of glyphosate?
No, I'm not an idiot.
The clip is shared widely. But
Oh, man.
headlines like these, being interviewed, Patrick Moore
Wow.
is not alone.
I'm not an
from
idiot.
Monsanto, the makers of Roundup.
Pretty funny.
He,
Pretty
the
funny.
WHO report
Anyway,
that
had to share that one. That one was that's a winner right there. He's like, oh yeah, totally safe. You can drink it. Oh, do you want to drink it? We have some. Oh no, I'm not an idiot. Oh man. Good times. All right. So yeah, somebody's asking about Green Med info. Oh, so their site is down? I certainly hope not. Green Med info. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, no, I'm on their site right now. Their site looks fine to me. Thank God. I mean, you know, they can't take entire internet sites, entire websites down yet. Obviously, I'm sure Green Med info is censored on all the social media, but yeah. But no, they're great. Green Med info, Sayer G, he's great. His wife, Kelly Brogan, she's a really awesome holistic psychiatrist. So she helps people with mental health stuff using all natural means, like, you know, herbs and nutrients and things like that. So yeah, Green Med info is awesome. They're fighting the good fight. Let's see here. So not dangerous to humans, but nope, I'm not an idiot. Yeah, it's so funny, right? He's like, oh yeah, totally. Yeah, no, it's super safe. No, I would never drink it. No, I mean, yeah, I'll drink it. No, I won't drink it. Wait, what? Which is it? Yeah. And it's so funny too. I love, you know, when you make somebody look like an idiot, because that guy, you know, they made that guy look like an idiot. And then his first thing as he's looking like an idiot is to say, I'm not an idiot. It's great. Yeah, super funny. Yeah, Monsanto. Yeah, good times, right? What other questions you guys got for me? Anything interesting? Anybody come across any interesting news in the natural health world lately? Anything not related to the C word, because obviously I can't say the word that starts with C and rhymes with Movid. That's not allowed, unfortunately. I want to see him drink it. Yeah, yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, Monsanto, they kind of make Darth Vader look like Pippi Longstocking, you know. Yeah, good time. Sunlight and sun gazing instantly shift my mood. Awesome. Yeah, sunlight's a big deal, and you know, a lot of people conflate sunlight just with vitamin D. They're like, oh, that's how you get your vitamin D. You know, we figured it out what the sun does for you. That's just scratching the surface. The sun, we're beginning to find, does a million other things for you. Including boosting nitric oxide, which helps with your immune system and with your blood pressure. But probably science hasn't figured out even 1/50th of the things that the sun does for you. Sun is, I mean, absolutely essential. Yeah. So MCT oil, MCT oil is cool. You know, I'm not a big fan of this super mega high fat diets personally, and keto, for a number of different reasons. And if you have any questions on that, I can go into great detail on that. But yeah, not a huge fan of keto. Not saying that it can't help people lose weight, because it certainly can do that, absolutely. But there's much healthier ways to lose weight than keto. But yeah, no, MCT can be helpful. Absolutely, nothing wrong with it. It can be great. Just don't go super crazy on these ridiculous high-fat diets. They're not the way at all. CHOQ, Laura, yes, CHOQ is banned from Instagram permanently, unfortunately. Somebody at CHOQ started a new one, but there's like hardly anybody on there, and we're not really going to do much with it because they might just delete it again. So yes, we are permanently off of Instagram. Obviously, we're going to be doing more and more on YouTube, so make sure to keep tuning into these every weekday. I'm trying different time slots right now and trying to see when the best time slot would be. You can also go to our Telegram. I don't know how many of you guys are on Telegram or not, but we do have pretty awesome Telegram going on. I think it's 5,000 or 6,000 people already on there. And that is going to be more like the CHOQ Uncensored, obviously, so you certainly can go there. Yeah. So let's see. The closer your foods are to sunlight, the better. Dark leafy greens, organic spinach, asparagus. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Is it possible to take too many supplements? Yes, I believe it is. I think most people take too many of the wrong supplements. If you're taking the right supplements, it's still possible to overdo it for sure. And it's good to take breaks. But most people just aren't taking the ones that are right for them, I feel like. And that's where, doing more extensive research, and also making sure that you're, if you really need to, getting guidance from a professional is good. Bulletproof diet. No, don't like really bulletproof Dave Asprey type stuff. Not a fan. Not a fan of the whole super high fat thing. I think that's not the way to go. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, just since we're in YouTube land right now, there's a lot of stuff that I'm not allowed to talk about. That's just how it is, And no, they never gave us a reason. They really didn't. No. The first time it was the Instagram was taken down, there was something. We never really knew exactly what it was, but there was something making fun of a certain kind of passport that exists now. There was a meme on there, and we think maybe it was that one. Irish moss. Yeah, the Irish moss, actually, the exact number of minerals we're working on quantifying. I took the 92 off because that was something that was on there that somebody else put on there before I was around, and I have not found that that's necessarily accurate. Half of your daily servings, he recommends healthy fats. Yeah. So people like Dave Asprey, people who are part of the paleo world, they are obsessed with fat and this whole high fat diet thing. They also tend to be, they tend to demonize all carbohydrates and say you shouldn't eat fruit and things like that, and fruit is one of the most powerful medicines on the planet. We desperately need carbohydrates. Our brains need carbohydrates, our hearts, our livers, our muscles all need carbohydrates, and low carb is absolutely not the way. Yeah, in my opinion. Maybe we'll do a whole one just on that, just on low carb, Maybe I'll do one next week that'll be specifically on that topic. Yeah, Irish moss replace collagen supplement. No, actually, Shilajit is a better replacement for collagen than Irish moss, to be honest, because we actually have research that Shilajit, this particular one, actually has research showing that it upregulates collagen synthesis. So certainly you can take Irish moss, for skin health or whatever, but this is going to be better for skin and for collagen than Irish moss. And when it comes to with collagen too, it's important to know, it's not just for skin. You need collagen for every part of your body, not every part, but I mean many parts rather. It's critical for your bones. Your bones have a lot of collagen in them. Obviously, all of your joints and tendons, ligaments, and then your skin, and then also your heart. Your heart needs collagen as well. Yeah. Dave Asprey has my diet all messed up. LMAO. Yeah. No, you don't want to be eating a half a stick of grass-fed butter every day. No. There's no such thing as healthy butter. Healthy butter does not exist. Relatively healthier than other crappy butters, sure, but butter in general is not a healthy food. It never has been, never will be, in my opinion. Although I will say that if you're a super healthy person and you don't have any issues, you can get away with murder. You can have half a stick of butter a day. That's fine. But no, not the way. Yeah. Oh, the Irish moss no learn more section. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. So Irish moss. The one thing that it does contain the most of, that's a really good source of, is actually iodine. And I'm sure, as you all probably know, iodine is really helpful for, you need it for your thyroid. Your thyroid hormone is built out of iodine, so you require it for thyroid hormone. And so then next question is, what does your thyroid do, right? It's really important for your metabolism, and then also linked to many, many other systems. But yeah, you need it for your metabolism to work correctly. You need it for mood, for energy, all sorts of stuff. And then other benefits of Irish moss include, so one of them is actually going to be for your immune system, and then also for like skin health. And it is a little bit of a prebiotic too, so also gut health as well. Yeah. So I think it might be time for me to bust out my random number generator. And let's do our first giveaway here for prize number 1. Yeah. All right. So, okay, here we go. I'm going to generate a number between 1 and 100. And right now, everybody type into the comments. Give me a number between 1 and 100. Just enter one time. You get one entry. This is for any CHOQ product. Any CHOQ product, whether it's Action, Armor, Ashwagandha, Shilajit, whatever you want. So type in right now in the chats your number between 1 and 100. Going once. Going twice. Everybody get their number in? Okay, here we go. Okay, the number is 56. So it looks to me like 56. The closest one is going to be 11 away, which is Josie Roder, R-O-D-R. Yep, 56. Oh, sorry. We have, no, that's correct. Yeah, 56. Yep, Josie Roder, Joserodr equals winner. So everybody give Josie a round of applause. Congratulations. We'll have our second drawing in just a little bit here, so everybody stick around. Josie, it might be Jose. It's probably Jose. I don't know why I'm saying Josie. Sorry, probably Jose. If however your name is pronounced, I apologize because there's no accent on the E, so I guess I was mispronouncing it incorrectly, probably, or pronouncing it wrong. Anyway, so email CHOQ@CHOQ.com. CHOQ@CHOQ.com and say, Dr. Matt says I won prize number 1. And again, that's any CHOQ product, one of any product. I suggest you buy something expensive since you get any product, such as an Action 2.0 or Armor. Armor is actually one of our most awesome products, in my opinion, and kind of underrated, but really important for his histamine response, immune response, works as a post-workout, supports healthy inflammation response. That's a great one. Yeah. So, but yeah. Prize number 1 has been awarded. And yeah, let's just give it a little bit longer and then we'll do drawing number 2. So what else is going on? You guys have any other questions? Fire away. What would you like to learn about? Would you like to learn more about Shilajit? I do have, by the way, just FYI, another really good video on Shilajit that's actually probably our best one. Is this one here? I'm going to find for you. It's one where I talked to a couple of guys who are both basically doctoral level, researchers, scientists who work for the company that manufactures this Shilajit, and we did a really deep dive into Shilajit science. This is almost an hour long. I'm going to post it right here in the chat. It's called Shilajit Science Deep Dives with Dr. Dorsey. It was Dr. Anthony Thomas and Dr. Sani Raju, who work for the company who produces this particular high potency, clinically researched Shilajit extract that we use. And if you want to get really, really geeky and just get into the nitty gritty, this is the way to do it. This is absolutely the best possible way to do it. Shilajit changed my life. I feel like a superhero. Not kidding. You're infinite. Nice. Very cool. Glad you like it. What added benefits will I get by adding Shilajit? I already take daily. Well, if you're already taking daily, that has 500 milligrams of Shilajit in it. In that case, I would actually start stacking with other adaptogens. So ashwagandha combines really well with daily, in my opinion. And so does, of course, Tomcat. This is a really good way to go. Sorry, Tomcat 100. So yeah, if you've already got the 500 milligrams, what's up? Stay boosted. Stay boosted, you guys, is totally amazing. Watched some of his videos earlier. Yeah, very, very talented dude. Definitely check out his channel. Love what you do. Stay boosted. So keep doing it. Keep at it. Great job. As Tim and Eric would say, great job. Which one of your products is good for memory? So actually, Shilajit, I think, is pretty excellent for anything related to neurological nervous system health, because it is great for mitochondrial function. But I will say also, of course, for men, daily already has the Shilajit and then has other things in there as well, like mucuna pruriens that helps to boost dopamine. And I hesitate to mention this because it's not out right now, but whenever Apex glutathione comes back out, this is going to be our single best product for memory. Actually, this is I reformulated a little bit to take the NAC out because the FDA made us do that. But long story short, Apex is awesome. It has Bacopa in it. The new one is going to have a high absorption ginkgo in it, 3 times absorption ginkgo. And so this is Apex is, yes, it's helpful for detoxification and for inflammation response and immune response, but it's also really good for mood and focus and for memory. So yeah. So stay tuned for Apex. Definitely. Okay. 7 Wonders neurological too. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. 7 Wonders might not be as strong as some of the ones I mentioned, but certainly can be helpful for that. Yeah. Also, Armor too. One of the things Armor does is it supports a healthy inflammation response, and it's important to know that inflammation, when those pathways are operating in a healthy way, that supports really everything across the board. So that's super, super important. Also, like to mention before, like I said, Armor works as a post-workout. So a good stack here is to do Action as a pre-workout and Armor as your post-workout. These two make a really nice combination right there. Yeah. Okay. Is it okay to take glutathione every day? Does it turn off your body's ability to produce it? No. Yeah. Taking a little bit of glutathione is not going to shut off your body's production of it. If you took a massive, massive amount every single day, that certainly might happen. But then the other question is, how quickly will your body then just start making it again if you stop taking it? And we really don't know the answers to that. A lot of this stuff is theoretical. So can't tell you for sure. But yeah. Let's see here. What about Go-To Cola for memory? Yeah, Go-To Cola is cool. I like Bacopa better personally. But Go-To Cola is another good one. It's another Ayurvedic people use for brain function. They also use it for beauty, I believe, as well, for skin health. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Let's see. What else is everybody taking? I'm wondering who else is in here who's on a CHOQ stack and what kind of results you get. I'm curious. Awesome. Jose, looks like you emailed. Sorry again if I mispronounced your name there. But let's see here. So yeah, what else? Let's see if there's anything else I can plug for you guys on our YouTube here. Oh, here's another one. So we have put up, I know you guys are fans of Shane. We are putting some of Shane's videos up on here. So I've got, I couldn't believe, here's one about Shane talking about chemicals and fertility that we just put up on here. That's one you can check out. And yeah, we're going to be trying to do just, way more stuff here on YouTube. All right. So I think it might be time to give away prize number 2. What do you guys think? Should we do prize number 2? Let's do it. Yeah. So prize number 2 is a bag of our organic heirloom cacao beans. This is one of those really fun kind of products. By the way, you can actually you can use these in a lot of different ways. Most people obviously know just smoothies or maybe eat them directly or whatever. But you can also grind these up and brew them like coffee. I've tried it, and it gives you a really nice buzz. So that's another way you can do that. If you do that, then the best way to do it is to do no more than 5 minutes. If you steep it for too long, it'll kind of mess up the flavor. And then probably 170, 175 is a good maximum temperature, something like that. And then use a couple tablespoons per cup, something like that. So yeah. Is the Shilajit slightly less effective because it's mixed with other things? No, not at all. Actually, the exact opposite. Our Shilajit is more effective than all the tars out there. The reason it is, well, first of all, our Shilajit is actually clinically researched. So we actually have specific claims backing it. Second of all, it is a 4-to-1 extract. So it's 4 times as potent as when it's in its crude form. So 500 milligrams of this is equivalent to 2,000 milligrams of crude Shilajit, right? And think about this. What's easier for your body to absorb? Is it going to be a thick tar or a fine powder? A fine powder is much easier for your body to break down. Now, the average person should be able to absorb even the tar, but a lot of people do not have a lot of stomach acid. A lot of people have digestive issues. And so this is going to be, not only it's a 4-to-1 extract, but it should be significantly easier for your body to absorb. All right. So yeah, like I was saying, prize number 2 is one of these guys, and then also one of these lovely organic cotton made in the USA CHOQ t-shirts. These shirts they're expensive. They're not cheap for shirts, but they are organic cotton made in the USA, and so that's something that we prided ourselves on doing the shirts right, and they actually feel really nice. They're a super premium quality, So maybe we'll do some cheaper ones in the future, but for now we're just only rolling with the Primo shirts, which makes this next prize pretty excellent. But yeah, so let's go ahead and do prize number 2. So once again, whipping out my random number generator. So tell me here in the comments, not comments, but in the chat, give me a number between 1 and 100, and we'll see who wins. Yeah. By the way, be on the lookout, guys, for some more cacao-based products in the near future. So, we're about to put the chalk in chocolate, or the chocolate in chalk, I guess, something like that. All right, let's see. Random number generator. Okay, we have 74 is the number, which means that, let's see, 74. So we have Glow with 77. Glow 120. You are our winner. Glow 120. Great job. So Glow 120, email CHOQ@CHOQ.com and tell them that Dr. Matt said that you win prize number 2. And again, prize number 2 is one of these CHOQ shirts in whatever color and style you like. We have 2 different colors. We have this and we have the gold. We also have long and short sleeve and all different sizes, of course. And you also get one of these babies here, a whole pound of organic heirloom cacao beans, ethically sourced, single origin from South America, Bolivia specifically. These are delicious. We're going to actually have some wild crafted ones in the future too. When was the last time you heard of, or have you ever even heard of wild crafted cacao? Yeah. Yo, Dr. Matt, is it safe to down 20 capsules in total every day at once from all the products? So as long as you're remaining within the dose range that we list in the bottle, you're all good to go, man. Yeah. So you needn't worry. Just stick to whatever's on the label. As long as you're not exceeding that amount, then you're fine. Yeah, 100%. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Did I answer your questions? Do you have more questions for me? Should we head out? I mean, there's no more prizes. So, no point in being here. No, I'm just kidding. By the way, just so you know, well, real quick before we go, let me tell you again, like I've been trying to say, as most of y'all know, our Instagram was permanently deleted. So please share this with as many people as you can. Let everybody know, and if you like Telegram, you can check out our Telegram group. But yeah, tell all your friends that we're doing these every single weekday. I want to get our viewership up, and if we get a whole bunch of people, maybe we'll give out more than 2 prizes. We'll see. Right now, your odds are great of winning, though. I mean, if you keep showing up, then, yeah, 2 prizes every single time. If you tune in 20 days in a row, 5, even 10 days in a row, your chances of winning are, pretty good. Is Shilajit and Daily less available because it has other stuff in it also? Somebody asked that question earlier, Aswana, and just same answer, Yeah, our Shilajit is going to be easier to absorb than a tar because it's a fine powder, and it's actually a 4-to-1 extract, so it's 4 times the potency of a crude Shilajit. Anyway, so plus it has specific clinical research behind it, unlike all of the tar in a jar products. Yeah. So yeah. So I think it might be about time to go. I'll be back here tomorrow. Stay boosted. Nice to see you. Loving your work there. Good to see all y'all familiar faces. Iswana, Mr. R, Laura. It's cool to see some of these same people tuning in. And I'll be back here tomorrow. So you can always just go to our YouTube channel. It'll tell you when the next one's coming up. You can also go to our homepage, and there'll be a link to the next one. So yeah. Are you single? LOL. No comment. Yeah. So see you guys soon. This is a lot of fun. And until then, stay human. Bam.